Hey everybody, this is another video. This one has nothing to do with hair. This one has to do with oral hygiene. Now, if you've been looking, following my videos, you know that not so long ago I had a really serious oral hygiene issue. I had to get a root canal and they're telling me that I'm gonna need to have another root canal. Basically, my mouth is a friggin' mess. It's gonna take a lot of money and a lot of time to get everything straightened out because I've been neglecting myself for a long time. Boy, there's a story there. Taking care of, what happens when you're busy taking care of other people and their bullshit instead of taking care of yourself. But anyway, I have a lot of issues that need to be addressed. And one issue that I was having had to do with my gums. Um, for a few years now, I'd been having a problem with bleeding gums. And it's a common thing that a lot of people suffer with out there. Like you brush your teeth in the morning and, you've got your gums bleed. And usually we think nothing of it. We just go on about our day. But what I'm saying to you guys is that if you have that going on, you really want to get on top of it before it gets worse. In my case, what happened was things progressed to the point where my gums were not just bleeding when I brushed them in the morning. It started out that way. And then it progressed to like every morning when I woke up. And, first thing in the morning, I would just spit straight blood, because the gums were just like so irritated and infected. They were getting puffy. The most dramatic or traumatic thing that was happening was my teeth right here in the front. Like, that one, you can see like one tooth is grown up higher than all the others. And that's because, well, long story with that one. I'll tell you about it another time. But anyway, the gum was so inflamed that it was puffy and it pulled away from the teeth and was actually like peeling down. And I did everything that I could think of to fix it. I went to the dentist. I got cleanings. That didn't help. I was using like hydrogen peroxide, salt, everything that I could think of, and nothing helped. What finally changed things around for me was this tea tree oil. Now, listen, let me tell you something. This stuff right here, this is magic. I swear to God. It has so many uses. If you've got like fungal infections or anything like that, that'll take care of it if you use it. I mean, it's really a very strong natural antiseptic. So I figured what was going on with me. Obviously, I must have some kind of gum infection. So what I started to do was to rinse with tea tree oil. And I'm telling you, what I noticed first of all was that I was using it for, the gum that was peeling down. And when I tell you that the gum peeled away from the tooth, I mean, it peeled away and was just like hanging down. It's like slumping down. On the sides, the gum started pulling away from the teeth as well. I mean, I could like take my tongue and, like push the gum away. And at first I started just like putting it on my toothbrush and brushing. And I noticed immediately, like within that week, the gum started to get firmer and it started to go back in place because it was so bad that not only did the gum tear away from the teeth, but it was actually tearing. And by the end of the week, it started to mend itself. The gums have actually gone back into place, like they're around my teeth again, like the way they should be. So I figured, well, if, it could do that, let me see what it could do about, the bleeding gums. And so I started to make a rinse, and just swish around in my mouth. And within, I'd say, yeah, once again, within the week, there was a dramatic change in what was happening in my mouth. Is like I didn't wake up anymore and I wasn't spitting like all that blood. And now I wake up in the morning and I'm not spitting blood like that anymore. I still do have some issues there. It's going to require some deep cleaning and probably some oral surgery to get all the plaque and whatever is in there. But I don't have that problem anymore of waking up and spitting blood. My gums are firmer. They're much improved. Also, another benefit I noticed, like when I do this several times a day, like I'll wake up in the morning and I'll use the rinse, and I'll do it maybe like twice a day, definitely before I go to sleep. And I notice that when I do it, and I do it before I go to sleep, when I wake up in the morning, I don't have any problems with morning breath. In general, I don't have problems with bad breath anymore. It really does give me fresh breath. So yeah, I mean, listen, for everybody out there, and I think that's probably most people. Most people have issues with bleeding gums, with bad breath, things like that. Morning breath, definitely. A little bit of tea tree oil will work wonders. And the next video, I'm going to show you what I do to, how I make my rinse that I use to, with the tea tree oil. Okay, so I'll be back in 1 second.